I am here with four-time world champion Carissa Moore. We are here on the beautiful island of Oahu, Carissa's hometown, and we're sitting down to talk surfing at the Olympics. It's very first time. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I would love to hear about qualifying for the Olympics because you qualified far before the pandemic began, more than a year and a half ago. So can you take us back to that moment?
Oh my gosh, when I found out that I had qualified, it was the final day, our last event on the championship tour in Maui, and the race for the title and those two Olympic spots were between myself and two other Americans, Caroline Marks and Lakey Peterson. So it was a really tough, tight race all the way till the end, and I hadn't really let myself even think about the Olympics because I didn't want to get ahead of myself. And then when Lakey didn't make a heat, it was solidified that I had qualified. And I was overcome with emotion. I just was like, wow, this is happening. Like, what an honor. And to be a part of surfing's debut in the Olympics and to represent the USA and to just be a part of this little special moment in history. I was just overwhelmed and excited.
And can you describe what you think the Chiba wave break is going to be like? I would think it's a bit different than some of the waves you're used to at home.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually haven't had the chance to go to the Olympic venue and train there, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to have gotten a little bit more experience and feel a little bit more comfortable going in, but this is the way the cards were dealt and we're just going to roll with it. But yes, Chiba is supposedly at this time of the year, the waves can be kind of small and they can be kind of weak and powerless, which is opposite from what we have here in Hawaii. We have, also Chiba is a sand bottom break. And so a lot of our breaks here in Hawaii break on the reef. So that's very different as well. But yeah, I'll just be trying to hone in on getting the right equipment the next couple weeks and trying to train light and fast and reactive, and hopefully I'll be prepared.
Yeah. Can you talk a bit about your training that's not in the ocean? Because I think a lot of people, when they see surfers, they think, oh, cool, these are just folks that go surf a lot. But I imagine it's a whole lot more.
Yeah, it's a lot has changed with surfing over the years. Surfers are very professional, and I train with my trainer 3 times a week on land. And as a surfer, you have to be agile, stable, strong. You have to have good endurance. So we're always just kind of playing with different kinds of things.
And I would assume part of the other side is the mental side. You have to train mentally as well, not only for the nerves of getting into the competition, but when you're in the ocean, if a good set isn't coming through, how do you work through that kind of anxiety and nerves, both before competition and in the water?
Having a mental coach / life coach is super important. I think for me, like, I'm a very emotional surfer. I surf from my heart, and it's huge for me to have the space between my ears clear so that when I get out there, all I can do is keep it super simple and just let it flow. But yeah, we're constantly working on breathing, staying in the present moment, being grateful, and also just like letting go, because I think if you put too much pressure on yourself and the result and expectation, that takes away from the magic of it all. So I'm just trying to go out there and be in the moment.
Now, I know you have a really incredible support system. Your husband and your dad sound like they travel with you all the time. Can you tell me a bit about your relationship with your family and how it plays into your surfing and what it will be like to not have them there?
Family is everything to me, and my family goes beyond just blood. It's all the people in the community and the people that have raised me in the water. I wouldn't be where I am today without like each and every person that has given me their time and their love and support. So it's definitely going to be a little different to not have, especially like my husband or my dad with me in Tokyo, because they're always traveling with me on the road during the championship tour. But I will definitely have them with me, and I will be representing everyone here in my heart.
Very cool. Is there a wave coming up this year that you're most excited to surf?
I'm very excited to surf Chiba.
Of course.
But as like a full solo surfer, like the next 2 events in Mexico and Tahiti, those are like world-class dream tour waves. So that really just like any surfer would like pretty much give anything to go out in those lineups with only one other woman and just get to like look at the waves for 30 minutes and take whatever you want. So I'm really looking forward to that.
What makes a wave that's one that's so desirable to surf? Not only so desirable to surf, but is such a treasure to surf with only one other person out there?
I think what makes like a wave so dreamy is just like, I think the way that it breaks, I think you're looking for one that is steep, that has nice coping, that allows for nice turns. Or, I mean, the best maneuver in surfing is getting barreled, and Chopu in Tahiti is literally, you're just getting barreled. So
yeah. And can you describe what being in the barrel is for someone that may have seen the photo of a wave crashing over them and sneaking through the middle? What is that feeling like?
Oh, getting barreled is one of the best feelings in the world. It's like one of these moments where time slows down, and I mean, the environment, the ocean is so powerful and it's so humbling, but when you're in the middle of the wave, it's kind of like you're in control for a second, and you're kind of in this like beautiful symbiotic relationship with the ocean, and you're working together. And then when you're let out, it's just like, I don't know, you're just leading with power. It's really cool.
And I've seen photos and videos of you with headphones on, and you look like you're very much getting in the zone. The question is, what are you listening to?
I have a mean playlist right now. Every year I actually make a different playlist because I run those songs so much I have to change it up. But right now I have a bit of Miley Cyrus and actually Ozzy Osbourne and of course Billie Eilish. She keeps it really good.
A good eclectic mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in Chiba.
Thank you.
And back to my colleagues all across the world covering the Olympics.